Hello, everyone. Hi, Cheryl Arkle. What are you reading? Hi, welcome. This is our first segment. We're back for 2024. I'm in San Francisco, hence why it's dark here. I'm actually in my kitchen in San Francisco. Welcome, everybody. What are you reading? So here we are, back for 2024. So many good books coming up this year. You can't even imagine it. There's just so much. So really happy to be here today and really love technology. Here I am in San Francisco and it's 7 p.m. at night. And there you are, 7 p.m. Wednesday night. And where you are is Thursday at 2 o'clock. So this is our segment, our favorite segment, What Are You Reading? Okay, so I haven't seen any comments yet. So let's start with the first book. What are you reading? You've got to tell me what you're reading. And this is what we're reading. Okay, so hi, Emma. Hi, Jess. Hi, Jessica. Jessica is reading Snowy Mountains Dawn by Alyssa Cullen. Hi, Carolyn. And Carolyn says, hi, Cheryl. It's so lovely to have. What are you reading back? I know. So many of you have written to me and said, what's happening? Where are you? Well, I'm in San Francisco. It's 7 p.m. on a Wednesday night here. And I know that's Thursday at 2 o'clock for you. Yes, wishing everyone a happy and healthy 2024, Carolyn. I agree. It's been, so Carolyn's been reading Lying Beside You by Michael Rowbotham. Excellent. And The Christmas Murder Game by Alexandra Benedict. So that's what Carolyn's been reading. Jill says, welcome back, everyone. We're all back. It's the team. These names are so familiar. I just love it. Tracy says, hi. And Tracy's reading The Other Bridget by Rachel Johnson. Loving it. Segue. Let's talk about the Rachel Johns book then, Dex. Let's put that up. There we go. Thank you for that segue, Tracy. This is the new Rachel Johns. We're super happy to have this book. Very exciting. She's everyone's favorite. We love Rachel. This is a rom-com for book lovers. It's a celebration of libraries, friendship, books that are destined to make you feel good for the year. But do you know what else with this book is a very, very special character features in this. Well, he doesn't feature. He's in the first couple of pages and he's Bridget's dog. And guess what his name is? Let's put a photo up. His name is John Brown. So Rachel, that's just, it makes me so emotional, but I'm so grateful to her. Rachel Johns, thank you so much. Bridget's dog is called John Brown. So there you go, or JB, but I think she's referring to John Brown. I'll take that. Okay, all right. Oh gosh, there's so many segues. So Kaz is reading Kill Your Husbands by Jack Heath. Hang on. I've lost my spot. Already. You guys are coming in fast. Okay. All right. So we just talked about The Other Bridget by Rachel Johns with a special appearance by John Brown. Win. Hi, Win. And Win is reading the new Sarah J. Maas, third book in the series. And I know everyone's loving that because it's all over social media. Sharon. Hi, Sharon. Lovely to see you too. Oh, I'm looking well. Thanks, Sharon. I'm very relaxed here because I'm on holidays, as you know, well, sort of. Then there's Alita, and she says hi to me. And thank you, Alita. And Alita's reading The Mystery Guest by Nita Prose. That's a little while ago now that book was out, but I'm glad I think it was really very, very well received at the time, and I'm really pleased that people are still reading it. And you know what we say, better reading, it's new until you've read it. Okay, Yvonne says, welcome back, Cheryl. Just finished Just Between Us by Adele Parks. Wonderful. We'll read Rachel's next one, The Other Bridget. Okay, what do we got? Shall we talk about Dex? What's next? We've got, The Chocolate Factory, and Karina Peacock is reading The Chocolate Factory and loving it. So this is about the chocolate factory in Tasmania, and it's about Cadbury and Bourneville. the two characters. And it's a beautiful adventure in the colonies. It's got a little bit of romance, and Stephen writes in the author's note that the idea for the novel came through a renewed interest in the Quakers, because her grandparents were Quakers. So that's Mary Lou Stevens, and we love Mary Lou, and often she's a guest here, or she's a participant, if you like, on there we go, on What Are You Reading? Okay, so there's the comments are coming up on screen. Oh, was that Mary Lou herself? Oh, it is. She says, "Hi, Cheryl. Great to see you. I enjoyed A Shadow at the Door by Joe Dixon, and I'm now reading The Hummingbird Effect by Kate Mindlehall. P.S. I love the Better Reading Facebook Live with Monica McInerney last night." Yes, and that was wonderful too. So there you go, Mary Lou, because you were often joining us at this session. So The Chocolate Factory. So make sure you read it, and Karina's reading it. Okay, Christine says, great to see me. Thank you. Great to see you too, and Happy New Year. Kaz just started reading Kill Your Husbands. I said that. Jamil is not reading nothing much at the moment. Well, you know what? You got to sit with us, and there'll be so many recommendations here. You'll have to pick up a book. Hi, Denise. And Denise says hi to me and the Better Reading team. So just so you know that, the reason why, the bookshelves aren't behind me is I'm in San Francisco. It's Wednesday, 7 p.m. I think it's 7:15 or something now. And I'm here until the end of March. I'm doing my usual 3-month stint here, which I love. And it's Thursday, 2 p.m. in Sydney. So there you go. I'm really pleased that I dodged the summer this year, because I think everyone keeps telling me, my family keep telling me how hot it is over there. But it's freezing here. So there you go. Okay, Emma says, hi, Emma, and she's currently reading Between by L.L. Starling, then onto a very highly anticipated arc that I was lucky to get, probably from us. So we're very happy with that. Gail says, hi, Cheryl, I'm reading The Beekeeper of Aleppo. Tracy, John Brown, I know, isn't he beautiful? Can we just put that up one more time, Dex? Just one more photo. There he is. There's my boy. As you all know, he died a couple of months ago. He died at 17 and a half years old, and I can't stop thinking about him. Every day I think about him. I know all you dog lovers will know exactly how I feel. I mean, you just miss them so much, don't you? Look how cute he was. All right, Joe, back to What Are You Reading? This isn't a dog show. So just so you know, what are you reading? Now, what else are we reading? Dex, what have we got on the screen? Oh, The Good Dog by Simon Rowell. Now, I spoke to Simon the other day. Speaking of dogs and speaking of John Brown, one of the main characters in the book is a dog here. And it's this detective, and she has a dog, and I've forgotten the dog's, Rusty, I think the dog's name is. So Zoe's his detective, and she's a protagonist. And she's got her wonderful dog who's called Harry, and Harry helps her solve all her crimes. As I said, I interviewed Simon the other day. Terrific podcast with him, and his background. And he came to writing quite late, and he's done all these really interesting jobs. Went back to university, started his own business, and then decided that he's going to start writing fiction, and self-published, and then got published. So great story, great backstory. I think this is the 3rd book in the series. And yeah, terrific guy. And listen to the podcast, okay? Joe says, welcome back, Cheryl. Thank you. And Joey's reading The Other Bridget by Rachel Johns. Love that her dog is called John Brown. I thought of you. Thank you. Thank you, Joe. Yes, he is very cute, that dog. Okay, Beck says The Teacher. She's reading The Teacher by Frida McFadden. Christine says is reading A Shadow at the Door by Joe Dixon. Very hard to put down, which is wonderful. Tracy, it was very emotional seeing John Brown in the book. Oh, thank you, Tracy. It is. It's so lovely. And I'm forever grateful to Rachel for doing that. Mary Lou's joining us today, and we just talked about that. Very happy that you're with us. Helen says, hi, Cheryl. I'm reading Good Bad Girl by Alice Feeney and Beneath the Earth by John Boyne. Tars, welcome back and best wishes. Thank you, Tars. Currently listening to The Year of the Lotus by Terry Hayes. That's really interesting. I love the fact that we all consume story through different media. Like, it doesn't matter how you read a book. So you're listening to it on audio. People use an e-reader and people use hard copy. And do you know, the reason why I come to San Francisco is I've got very, very good friends here. One of my Australian friends married an American woman, and we've all become really good friends. And I come and spend 3 months of the year here. And so we're all readers. But Bernard, my Australian friend, he reads audio. He's a voracious reader. He's like you guys. He reads 40, 50 books a year. He reads a lot of nonfiction, but fiction as well, but it's audio. Whereas his wife, Marissa, who is also a great reader, she reads on Kindle, and me, I'm still reading hard copy. So there's the three of us, and we're all consuming story in different ways. Anyway, there you go. It's so interesting, isn't it? Cindy's just finished Things We Hide from the Light by Lucy Score, listening to Jackie French Becoming Mrs. Mulberry, about halfway through that. She has the Rachel Johns new book to start, and also has Dreaming in French by Vanessa McCausland. So you've got a lot going there, Cindy, and thank you for coming back with us this year. I mean, so many familiar names. I love it. Absolutely love it. Love this segment so much. Nicole says hi, and hi, Nicole. Julie says hi, Cheryl and team. Hope you had a wonderful holiday. Yes, and some of us are still on holiday. Do you know Natalie in our office had a great holiday? She went somewhere exotic because she got married and she went on a honeymoon. So congrats to Natalie. And you know what? Next Thursday, we're going to put up a photo of Natalie's wedding photo. I hope that's okay with Natalie. I haven't checked with her yet, but I'm sure it will be. And we'll find out exactly where she went. She told me, but I just can't remember. Okay. All right. So we all had good holidays. One of us got married, and the rest of us just took time off, and I'm in San Francisco. Okay. Sandra says, hi, Cheryl. I'm reading Mr. Einstein's Secretary by Matthew Riley. Suzanne is reading The Seven by Chris Hammer. Wow. So we had Chris at the Christmas party for those that who joined us. And, I think I've talked about this before. Every book of Chris's is almost a bestseller. And every time people say, oh, it's the best book and, whatever. So that's wonderful that he can bring out a book a year and we're all still loving it. What a gift that is. Okay, what's next on our list? I've got a cup of tea here, so I'm just going to have a sip. The 11th Floor by Kylie Orr. So this is wonderful. And Kylie wrote to me, which I thought was really sweet. It's taking us on a roller coaster of experiences that ultimately centers on feminine strength. It will appeal to so many people, particularly new mothers and fans of close to life dramas. It's described as a slow burn, but with the heat turned up to the max. And I think if you like Sally Hepworth, you will really like Kelly Orr's book, which is called The 11th Floor. Okay, all right. Nicole says she's just finished The Bad Faith by Dassie Ulrich. Carolyn's back with us. Mary Lou and Monica was so great last night. Thank you at the author interview. That was last night. Wasn't that a treat? Like a February treat. That was so wonderful and just lovely to hear Mary Lou sing. She's beautiful, isn't she? Do you know, I often find that people that are talented in one area of the arts are talented in all areas of the art. Actors can sing and dance. Writers can sing and dance. Mary Lou can sing. Yeah, as it turns out, I can't do any of those things. But we're good readers, right? Okay, Rhonda is reading A Home Among the Snow Gums by Stella Quinn. Melissa says, hi, Cheryl. How are you as well? Great to see you and you too. So pleased that we'll be able to read and watch your reviews on this. What are you reading? Absolutely. And it's always a pleasure to be here. I really, really love it. It's winter here, though. It's very cold. We've had a few storms, but we've got a forecast now for at least a week of sunny days, but very low temperatures. I think it's like 12 or 11 degrees most days. But anyway, it's fine. Don't worry about me. I'm okay. Mm-hmm. Okay, what else are you reading? Let's put something up. What are we reading, Dex? What else have we got? So Dex is putting them on screen with me because I couldn't carry all the books here to show you. And there's no point showing you on Kindle, right? Okay, so this is a debut novel, and it's called Love Just In by Natalie Murray. Yeah, that's what. Isn't that a great cover? I just love that cover so much. Anyway, it's in the vein of Emily Henry's You and Me on Vacation. And it's these friends and lovers. It's a romance. It's set in the heat near the beach and in summer. And I think you'll really enjoy it. Is there a genre? Now, maybe I don't know this, but you guys might. Is there a beach romance genre? You know, like a rural romance genre? Is there a beach? I don't know. I don't know. I mean, Jane's joining us. Jane's good. Jane's at home because she's not well. Jane, is there a genre and what is it called? Mary Lou, an absolute pleasure. Sandra, oh, thanks, Sandra. Yeah, he died a couple of months ago, I think. I can't remember now. I think it was in October. Absolutely brokenhearted about it. But anyway, 17 and a half years. He had a great life. And I had a great life with him. Kathy says, hi, Cheryl. Currently reading A Dark and Hollow Star by Ashley Shuttleworth. Annette, Tomorrow When the War Began by John Master. That's an oldie but a goldie. That's been around a long time, and that is book one. Jane Tara, there you go. She's just our very own Jane, just started Kathy Lett's new book, The Revenge Club, and she laughed out loud on page one. I love Kathy Lett. I've known her for a very long time, and I don't know if any of you watch this, but very early on in COVID, when all of us were trying to navigate Zoom or live, we were just so not practiced, if you like, with it. And she was particularly not practiced. And she was in London and I was in Sydney, and we were trying to do a live. And I was calling her on the phone. She's holding my phone up so the whole world can see my phone number. Anyway, it was very funny. Haven't we come a long way since then? All right, what else have we got? Nicole says, oh my goodness. Nicole just told me that she reads 150 books a year. Well, that is a segue. Can we talk about the top 100 and voting? Now, you probably all know this. The voting has opened for the top 100 this year. So you need to visit our website, betterreading.com.au. There's a link in the comments, right? You can just click on that and vote for your favorite book. Now, just remember, every person that votes, whether you voted before or whatever, now one vote per person, but every person that votes goes into the draw, every single person goes into the draw to win the entire set of the 100 books, like all of them, right? And for those of you that have won them in the past, you know how exciting that is. And we have 7 of those packs to give away. So jump onto betterreading.com.au or click on the link in comments and vote for your top 100 book. And it can be any book you like. It doesn't have to be a book published this year. It could be a classic. It could be, whatever. It could be whatever. I don't think it can be an ARC unless the ARC is published this year. But anyway, don't waste your vote, right? Okay, all right. So that's Nicole, who reads around 150 books a year. I mean, I'm so impressed, Nicole. Congratulations. Julianne, Nicole, do you sleep well? I'm just trying to work out how you fit that in because, I'm an 8 or 9 hours a night sleeper, so I don't think I could ever get 150 books in. And I'd say you probably don't sleep much, which is terrific because then you read. Anyway, Julianne, he has just started Welcome to the Hunanum Dong Bookshop. I don't know how to pronounce that. But anyway, that sounds wonderful. And Julianne's just started it. Alita's also reading Annette Haslam. It's a great series of books. Tracy's back, and she really, there's so many books here that she'd like to read. Mary Lou's with us, and she says, thank you so much about the compliment that she got with Monica. Monica was wonderful and a little bit cheeky, asking me to sing. Well, it was enjoyed by many, Mary Lou, so there you go. Ross almost finished Boy Swallows Universe. Excellent book. We love it. Boy Swallows Universe. It's It's American. It's Australian. Because I'm in America. I think everything's American. It's Australian. But the reason why I wanted to tell you, it's now a series on Netflix. And I was at dinner the other night with some Americans, and everyone's watching it, and they're loving it because it's streaming here, and it's as popular here, the Netflix series, as it is over there. So I was telling them it was based on the book, and blah blah blah. So there you go. And we love Trent Dalton. Okay, so Jan says, hi, Cheryl. I'm in Bali on holidays and currently reading The One and Only Dolly Jamieson by Lisa Ireland. Loving it, and we love Lisa. And how wonderful for you to be in Bali. So there you go. You're in Bali with the heat, and I'm in San Francisco with the cold. Okay, what else have we got up there? We got anything else that we're reading? Oh, yes, Whenever You're Ready by Trish Bolton. I mean, that is, look at the cover on that book too. I think that's just wonderful cover. And it's an unexpected death finds the main characters, Lizzie, Alice, and Margot, at various crossroads in their lives. They're torn between looking back and moving on. It's a love letter to the lives of older women. And I'm sure so many of you will enjoy that. So Whenever You're Ready by Trish Bolton. Okay, what else have we got? Roz has almost nearly finished Boy Swallows Universe. Excellent book. We know that. Linda reading Back on Track by Tricia Stringer, who we adore. Tracy had an arc of Love Just In from the NetGalley, which she unfortunately gave up. Anyway, you'll have to get that back. Jane Tara says about the beach genre, no specific genre, but perhaps many of these titles fit the TikTok titles. Yeah, maybe. That's a good idea. There's a link again for voting for the top 100. So if you want to tell us what your favourite book is, jump on, click on that link, and you can win the entire set of the books. Okay, Yvonne says, when I was a winner, oh, you were a winner. There you go. When I was a winner, it was so exciting to receive all those books. It's wonderful, isn't it? And, there's so many of you, because I think this is our 8th or 9th year of having the top 100. So there are so many of you that have told me that they've read the books and then passed them on to their pass them on to their library or pass them on to their friends and shared the books amongst other readers, which I think was fantastic. Sandra, there you go. She was a winner too. Winning the top 100 in 2021 was the best. I still have some books to read. There you go. I mean, it takes a while for some people to get through 100 books. Tracy can read 150 books as well, but she doesn't work or have kids. Well, there you go. Good for you, Tracy. What a nice life to live. Rhonda, hello. Rhonda bought a lot of books from Big W before Christmas. We love Big W. And I'm slowly making my way through them. This is Rhonda. I have read The Opal Miner's Daughter and As the River Rises, both by Fiona MacArthur. Is that Fiona MacArthur? And once I finished A Home Among the Snow Gums, I still have a box of books to get through. I bought 10 books in the Big W sales before Christmas and enjoying what I've read so far. I just love that. Thank you, Rhonda, for sharing that with us. That's wonderful. I'm just going to check. Can someone check for me in the office? Natalie, is that The Opal Miner's Daughter? Is that the right? Is it Fiona McCallum or Fiona MacArthur? Anyway, somebody will check that for us. But what a wonderful thing to do. And yes, Big W is a great place to shop for books. Okay, now what else have we got? Dex, have we got any books there that we're going to share that we're reading? Oh, yeah. So we're reading this book by Liz Foster. And again, I think that this is a debut. It's another debut. I mean, there's so many good new books out at the moment. And this is it's a heartwarming, fun book it's outrageously funny, and it's about deception, financial fraud, and goat's cheese. Yeah, and goat's cheese. And the possibility of starting your life all over again when everything goes south of the border. And it's, this book is inspired by Melissa Caddick. Do you guys remember the story? I mean, it's kind of tragic and kind of not. Okay, we checked that, Rhonda, you were dead right and I was wrong. The Opal Miner's Daughter I just for a minute thought that was Fiona McCallum, but you're right. It's Fiona MacArthur. So thank you for that, and thank you for those that checked. I want to go back to to now I've confused myself, but I am going to go back to that book. Where am I? Where am I? And talk about Melissa Caddick. Do you guys remember what happened to her? So she's the fraudster, and that's what this book is based on, right? Can we have that book back up there, Dex? And it's called The Good Woman, The Good Woman's Better Choices. And she pretended she was investing people's money. You might know this story. If you live in Sydney, it was all over the news. And she wasn't. She was buying jewelry and clothes and taking everyone's money, including her parents. Anyway, but I think she's met a very tragic end. And it, turned out to be a really sad story. And ultimately, stories like that are about greed, Anyway, so that's what happened to her. But this is a wonderful book. It's a fictionalized version. It's not actually about the story. It's called The Good Woman's Guide to Making Better Choices, but it's based on that. Anyway, so that's a debut fiction and it's out now. Julie says the most anticipated book of the year is The Other Bridget. That's right, by our very, very lovely Rachel. And Sandra said, I've heard The Other Bridget is very entertaining and enjoyable. And it is, and John Brown's in it. Rhonda says it's definitely Fiona MacArthur, and you're dead right. It is definitely Fiona MacArthur, and thank you. And have now read all of her books and can't wait to read her next one. Well, I like your style, Rhonda, going to Big W, getting all your books and then, reading them over your break or reading them over the year. And just remember this too, the top 100 books are sold everywhere and are in all the libraries. All the libraries, stock all the top 100 books that win. But also Big W has the top 100 books in every store. So once that list is finalised and it's out, you can buy them at Big W. Helen, I love The Good Woman's Guide to Better Choices. It's a great read. Okay, I think we might be out of time. We are out of time. I've really enjoyed this. I've really enjoyed being back. A couple of things. There's a few good podcasts out at the moment, so go and look out for those. Don't forget to vote for the top 100. I'm going to be back same time next week. So it'll be Wednesday night, 7 p.m. for me. I won't confuse you. It's Thursday, 2 p.m. for you. And I think that's all I have to tell you for the minute. I hope I haven't forgotten anything because, if I do, I'll get into trouble. Just a few more comments there. Christine says, I buy all my books from Big W. Well, that's wonderful, Christine. Okay, thank you, everybody. Stay safe, stay cool, because I hear it's very hot over there. I need to be staying warm over here. Really lovely to be back. Really lovely to see you all, and see you next week. Bye.